Alexander Grace, I was watching a video about him. I should never argue with a woman, and it's always important to get a sort of reminder of these things. We were never taught stuff like that. My dad never taught me anything like that. I mean, I was totally in the dark. I had a clue. I don't know whether he knew all that sort of stuff, and he just kept it to himself. I kind of get that feeling with my dad, because he was being so circumspect and careful, and that he was actually withholding information because he was keeping it all to himself because he's been politically correct. And I feel sort of kind of angry at him for not divulging stuff, being so careful, which is how he managed to circumnavigate his weird fucking relatives and psychopathic wife and strange children. So, what's your point? Alright, okay. Yeah, I'll never argue with a woman. So on Monday, I got this group, there's this woman in particular, did a few. So she decided she was going to win an argument, even though she was wrong, a few weeks ago. And then I'm sort of talking to her on Monday, and I'm sort of sitting there trying to agree with her. But so she's trying to sort of control the narrative, I think, and she's quite ignorant. And the thing to do is don't argue with her. Remember, don't fall into that trap. Don't argue with the woman, you know. Let her be right. Sit there and just ignore her, you know. And so even in the circumstances that I've got, the circumstances she's got, don't. So what he was saying was that they're feminine heads. This is the thing, we get lied to about this in society. They're not allowed to tell us the truth about females, and it's not fair on males and females. It's not fair on females because they're led to believe things that are untrue about themselves. But their feminine heads are all full of emotion and everything, so they need a strong masculine male who's going to just ignore them and not argue with them. It's essentially how it goes. And so I was never really able to do that when I was married and everything. Of course, I didn't have a clue what I was doing, so I didn't stand a chance with them, and they were just using me for whatever they could get, and that's what happened. And here we are, and I'm happy to be away from them. But that's just, it was very upsetting at the time. It's still upsetting the way that I'm estranged from my children, but that's been caused a lot by them because they didn't want anything to do with me, so they decided everybody else had to follow suit. And it's just too much hassle to try and get involved. Well, my eldest son never actually told me that he'd had a daughter. It was my granddaughter. So they're in denial of that, making up stories about me just so they don't have to tell the truth. And that's what's happened. So yeah.